if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. On one sideline, a look at the Lions head coach. His side staying on the road to begin the year. They got that win last week, hoping to do the same now. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. His guys all still able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And here we go from Cleveland. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You get more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn. It takes something away from each and every one of these moments.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Motion the tight end over. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First down from the 42. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is Gibbs on second down. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Shotgun now on third down. And they get to him again! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Lions have recovered it.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Setting up to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Kind of a good thing they got the football where they did coming off that fumble recovery. It's disappointing as an offense when you can't move the ball. At least your kicker can pick you up.
Here's Kavontae Turpin. He lost the football. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First down, play action. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions stretch their early lead to 9. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions go up 10-zip here in the first. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. And the Lions are there to bring him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, Baltimore material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking in the air here. He put everything he had into this one. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Now come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll throw it. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. The Lions out in front. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on first. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
To the air on 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen here for Hall. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
That's incomplete left side. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back now, pressure coming. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this 1st half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
That one's cut along the left sideline. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Offense to the line. Second down. Again, it's Gibbs. On the move, past the 40. Racing down the left side. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Second down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. The rookie from USF hauls it in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. First down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. And now they've got a first inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Sign quarterback run here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Hall. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. He gets it again. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Fourth down, pass coming. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have the 1st down. They're going to try and throw it here. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Again to throw on 2nd. Screen here for Gibbs. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker. Brock play gets it up to the 43. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. First field goal was good. His 2nd look from inside of 45 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the veteran, T.J. Hawkinson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Chiefs even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Starting at the 10. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
That's good for a couple of yards, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Throwing now off the play action. Has him running the comeback. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to try to throw for it. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. The
play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They start the drive with Hall. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run with crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Sending him on the dive. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Third down from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. This one's caught. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Charbonnet now up the middle. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now looking to throw. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down but not out on the scoreboard. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away, and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You have 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want, onside kick or send it deep.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. They go play action on 1st down. Called in left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And he spins right by him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down from the 41. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Browns ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Has it downfield, working the left. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down. On the ground with Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Pass play now. Looking slant route, complete. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
He's back to throw. Looking for an open man. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Got to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Lions feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They'll look to throw it. That one complete to St. Brown. And he will have the Lions 1st down. And they can start to celebrate now. This one's over. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They're drawing up for it. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.